1000 LB Sisters star Amy Slayton was married to Michael Halterman before she said yes to boyfriend Brian Scott Lovorn's haunted house proposal. And here's why that relationship ended in divorce. Amy's weight loss journey is a central story. In 1000 LB Sisters, Amy underwent bariatric surgery in 2019 after weighing over 400 pounds, which helped her lose a significant amount of weight and improve her health. Amy's journey has been marked by ups and downs, with a strong focus on maintaining a healthier lifestyle for herself and her family. Her sister, Tammy Slayton, also struggles with weight, and their contrasting progress is often highlighted on the show. Even the recently concluded 1000 LB Sisters Season 7 has shown different challenges and outcomes for each sister. While Tammy revealed she had a new girlfriend named Andrea, Amy revealed her new boyfriend. Amy had been linked to Brian since the news of Amy's arrest at a Tennessee zoo in September 2024. Brian was accompanying Amy and her sons when a camel bit her. Amy and Brian got engaged in December 2024. Amy's family, particularly her sister Amanda, has expressed concerns about the rapid pace of her relationship with Brian, especially after Amy's first marriage was a complete disaster. Amy and Michael's relationship timeline, explained from high school sweethearts to growing family. On 1000 LB Sisters, Amy and Michael's relationship has deep roots. Starting back in their hometown of Dixon, Kentucky, the two met while attending the same high school and developed a close bond over the years. Their relationship remained steady as they dated for several years before deciding to tie the knot. In 2017, they quietly eloped, and 2 years later, in 2019, they held a more traditional wedding ceremony surrounded by friends and family. Their relationship became a central part of TLC's hit reality series, 1000 LB Sisters, giving fans an intimate look at their home life, shared dreams, and struggles. One of Amy's biggest motivations for losing weight was her desire to start family, and Michael stood by her during that journey. After undergoing weight loss surgery and making significant health improvements, Amy gave birth to their first son, Gage, in November 2020. Her journey into motherhood was a major turning point in her life, both emotionally and physically. In July 2022, the couple welcomed their second child, Glenn, expanding their growing family. Throughout this time, Michael was often seen as a quiet and supportive partner, while Amy juggled motherhood, health challenges, and the pressures of reality TV fame. Michael filed for divorce. After 4 years of marriage, Amy and Michael's divorce journey and custody battle. Explained in early 2023, rumors circulated about a potential split between Amy Slayton and Michael Halterman. These speculations gained traction when Amy moved out of their shared home in February and relocated to live with her sister, Tammy. On March 13, 2023, Michael filed for divorce in Union County, Kentucky, citing the dissolution of their 4-year marriage. The couple had been together since high school and married in 2019. Their relationship, including the birth of their 2 sons, Gage and Glenn, had been prominently featured on 1000 LB Sisters. Following the divorce filing, Amy and Michael entered legal proceedings to determine custody of their 2 young sons. Initially, Amy sought an emergency protective order to safeguard her children, leading to court-ordered supervised visitations for Michael. As the case progressed, a judge issued a temporary ruling, granting joint custody to both parents, aiming to maintain stability for the children during the divorce process. The final custody agreement, reached on September 6, 2023, established a split custody arrangement between Amy and Michael. Were Michael and Amy not ready for kids, Amy and Michael's marriage struggles and life after divorce. Amy Slayton and Michael Halterman's divorce stemmed from mounting tensions over parenting responsibilities and emotional neglect. Despite Amy's deep desire for motherhood, the reality of raising two young children, Gage and Glenn, proved overwhelming. Amy expressed frustration over Michael's lack of involvement, describing him as lazy and feeling like she had 3 kids to care for. She cited mental abuse as a significant factor in the breakdown of their relationship, highlighting a lack of support, love, and kindness in their marriage. Since the divorce, 1000 Ulby Sisters, Amy has focused on her children and personal growth, frequently sharing moments with her sons on social media and emphasizing her commitment to their well-being. She has been open about struggles with depression and anxiety, which worsened after giving birth, and has sought therapy and medication to manage her mental health. Michael, meanwhile, has stayed out of the spotlight with few public appearances. Their split highlighted deeper issues, including Michael's limited involvement in parenting. The challenges of raising 2 young children revealed they may not have been fully prepared for family life. When fans of 1000 LB Sisters first met Amy Slayton and her husband Michael Halterman, they were a portrait of quiet support amid chaos. While Amy and her sister Tammy battled their weight loss journeys under the watchful eye of the world, Michael was often seen in the background, offering a helping hand, a patient nod, or silently holding a baby carrier. But as the show progressed, it became clear that something deeper was unraveling beneath the surface. A quiet fracture growing between the couple, finally culminating in divorce. So what really happened? The answer is layered. More than just the rise and fall of reality TV fame or the challenges of parenting. At its core, Amy and Michael's split was about identity, change, and the difficulty of growing together when life is pulling you in opposite directions. The calm before the storm, Amy and Michael had known each other since high school. Their relationship was built on familiarity and comfort. Like well-worn jeans that always seemed to fit, Michael wasn't flashy or overly expressive, but Amy, who spent much of her life in Tammy's larger-than-life shadow, seemed to find solace in his quiet presence. He supported her decision to get weight loss surgery. He celebrated with her when she gave birth to their first son, Gage, and again when little Glenn was born. But as Amy transformed physically and emotionally, the woman Michael had married wasn't the same. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. People grow, but not everyone grows in sync. The weight of change. Amy's journey was not just about pounds lost. It was about reclaiming parts of herself that had been buried under trauma, food addiction, and self-doubt. As she shed weight, she gained confidence. For the first time, she felt worthy, not just of health, but of joy, ambition, and attention. Fans noticed the shift. Amy went from quiet and reserved to vibrant, humorous, and more outspoken. She started embracing motherhood with fierce determination, sharing her children's milestones with pride. She experimented with makeup, fashion, and TikTok trends. This was her renaissance. But with each transformation, a gap between her and Michael widened. Amy was evolving. Michael, many fans observed, was not. Cracks behind closed doors. On screen, Michael was mild-mannered, but behind the scenes, their home, life reportedly grew tense. According to court filings and behind-the-scenes reports, Amy accused Michael of being controlling and emotionally distant. She claimed he wasn't pulling his weight when it came to raising their children. In one documented moment, she told friends she felt like a single mom with 2 kids and a roommate. Parenthood can be overwhelming even for the strongest couples. Add cameras, internet scrutiny, financial stress, and 2 young children under the age of 2, and the strain becomes immense. Michael, who had always preferred staying out of the spotlight, appeared to grow increasingly frustrated with the invasive nature of reality TV. Amy, on the other hand, thrived on it. The fame, while stressful, gave her a sense of identity she hadn't experienced before. Michael saw cameras as a burden. Amy saw them as a lifeline. A woman reborn. By 2023, it was clear Amy wanted more, not just from her life, but from her marriage. And Michael, while once a comforting constant, became a symbol of the old life she was trying to leave behind. It wasn't necessarily that Michael did something wrong, but in love, stagnation can feel like betrayal. Amy wanted a partner who would evolve with her, someone who would co-parent actively, share responsibilities, and support her dreams, be they creative, personal, or professional. Meanwhile, Michael, perhaps struggling with his own identity crisis, found it difficult to adapt to the new pace of Amy's life. His discomfort with fame, reluctance to share parenting duties equally, and resistance to change created an emotional chasm too wide to bridge. A silent goodbye. Their divorce wasn't explosive. There were no shouting matches, no public betrayals, just a slow, quiet unraveling of a bond that once held strong. Amy filed for divorce in March 2023, citing irreconcilable differences. The real heartbreak wasn't in the paperwork. It was in the silences, the distance in their eyes, the resignation in their voices, in how Amy, once so giddy around Michael, now seemed somber when he entered the room, or how Michael, once her shadow, started disappearing from episodes entirely. Co-parenting and closure. Despite their separation, both Amy and Michael have expressed their commitment to co-parenting. Their 2 sons, Gage and Glenn, are the anchors tying them to each other for life. And while their romantic relationship ended, their shared love for their children remains intact. Amy continues to thrive post-divorce. She's focused on her kids, her health, and a newfound sense of independence. She's also been linked to New Fry,